I've spent my whole life out here. There's a freedom on the water you can't find anywhere else. Every sunrise over the Gulf reminds me of why I keep coming back. The place has a way of grounding you, reminding you of what matters. I've been working as a skipper for 50 years. My uncle started prawning in the Gulf before the town of Exmouth even existed. When I finished school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. My father said, go spend a week with your uncle. Thought I'll be gone for 7 days. And 50 years later, I'm still here. The ocean became my life. We work right alongside one of the most special places on earth, the Ningaloo coast. These prawns come from waters that are clean, healthy and protected. It is our responsibility as sea harvest skippers to keep it that way. We have spent years improving our nets, our gear, to make sure endangered, threatened, protected species escaped unharmed. We have turtle excluders, we have fish excluders, attachments to my nets to help the snakes escape. It's on the belt for a matter of seconds, straight back into the ocean. By reducing our bycatch, we reduce our footprint. And we're not doing it alone. We work closely with university researchers every season. We share our data. Together, we keep improving. The more we learn, the better we become season after season. We never take more than the ocean can give. You don't push the Gulf, you work with it. When I first started fishing in the mid-70s, to see a whale was something out of the ordinary. Now, they're here. They're the most majestic animals you'll ever see, and they're curious. They come and they look at the boat. It makes your heart go faster, you know. People don't realise that fishing licences are long-term investments, generational really. When you hold the licence for an entire fishery, you think decades ahead. That's why we rest grounds, leave areas untouched, give the Gulf time to recover. We have open areas, closed areas, spawning grounds. We as fishermen know where these grounds are. The spring spawning time, we close 2/3 of the Gulf to allow the prawns to do their thing. We know where the seagrass beds are, the foul ground, the reef. We stay away from these places. You must keep that pristine to allow them to come from there to here for us to catch. Protect, preserve, maintain. There's a lot of debate around marine parks and commercial fishing. We're proof that they can coexist. We work right alongside protected areas, respecting boundaries, following strict rules, and fishing in a way that keeps the ecosystem healthy. Prawning has always been part of Exmouth's identity. When Sea Harvest stepped in after Calis, it wasn't just about taking over. It was about becoming custodians of something important in this town. The ocean, the Gulf, the fishery, they don't belong to a company, they belong to Exmouth. People think that big companies have no time for small communities, small towns. I've lived here for 50 years, this is my home. Sea Harvest see the future of Exmouth. I've seen how committed Sea Harvest is to promote the longevity of Exmouth Gulf. Seafood is one of the world's most important sources of healthy protein, around 20% of global consumption. And with food security becoming a bigger issue every year, sustainably managed fisheries like this one are more important than ever. Every prawn we bring in tells the story of Exmouth. Clean waters, careful fishing, and a crew that loves what they do. After a long night under the stars, there's nothing better than seeing those prawns land on a plate in town. It connects the ocean to the people. The Exmouth prawn is unique. It comes from the pristine waters. There's no pollution here. It's reflected in the flavour. The way we process is world class. Within minutes, it is sorted, graded, cooked, refrigerated, and in this whole process, it's all using Exmouth Gulf clean seawater. As people would say, it's the taste of Exmouth. At the end of the day, this isn't just a job, it's my life. I want my children and their children to stand on this deck one day and feel what I feel. The Gulf has looked after us for decades, and we'll keep looking after the Gulf so that the generations after us can enjoy it too. That's the Sea Harvest way.